Okay, so I'm on Parkwood Lane and I'm going toward number 12 Parkwood, and just wanted to give you an idea of the other homes that are on this street. Okay, so this is obviously the first one on the corner, which is some sort of monster actually. That's very large. The other side of the road, just going to drive along so you can see what there is down here. This looks to me like it's a fairly short cul-de-sac, which is kind of nice, particularly having kids and particularly with your youngest. That's the house we're actually going to be looking at. So particularly with the youngest, then you don't need to be worried so much about cars and so forth. So that is probably a smaller house than the one we're going to go see, that one right there. There are some other very large properties. I'm going to go to the other side again because this is a very nice house on this side. There we go. And we're getting toward the end of the cul-de-sac here. I'm going to turn around. Okay, so I'm stood outside the house now. It's not the smallest on the block, the one next door is, but it's not the largest either, but it's still a very big house. You can see that it looks like it's got a fenced-in yard. 3-car garage, and just going to video the rear garden. It's got like a bungee cord holding it closed. Let's see if I can get that open. There we go. Okay, so chain link fence to the side, not quite so attractive, but all the way around here you've got bushes which are hiding the chain link fence. Mature gardens, that's the house next door, and that's up onto the deck at the rear of the house. We'll do the deck once we're inside. Okay, I'm going to video the path up to the house, but I'm going to be quiet for a moment so that you can listen, because I can hear the highway. And I'm zooming in because if you look carefully you can see that some of the window trim needs looking at. It looks like it's rotten. But you can hear that highway, and it is currently 6:45, so we're after the rush hour traffic. Okay, the first thing that I am noticing coming up to this house is that it is pretty worn. A lot of the paintwork needs to be looked at, or basically stripped down, repainted, whatever. That's just something you've just got to be aware of. That's actually just some dirt, it's not all just peeling. This is the front door. Tiled entryway. It's actually a double-storey entryway with skylights up above. I'm having trouble getting on some of the lights. This is the room to the left of the front door, which I would have to assume is the formal sitting room. To the right of the front door, you have a room with a chair rail, and it has got dental moulding around the top. Sorry, busy trying to zoom in. Hardwood floors. I'm going to go through to the kitchen. And it's got solid surface countertops. It's actually quite a nice kitchen if I could figure out how to turn on all the lights. A big exhaust fan over that centre island. It's a gas cooktop, 6-burner, double sink. The sliding doors out onto the deck, which I'll go out onto afterward. The kitchen cabinets actually look all in pretty good shape. The appliances are okay, maybe a bit older, but okay. From the kitchen, you've got access through to the laundry room and through to the garage, which, so trying to get the lights working, they're not working. It's a 3-car garage. There's a security system in this house, which is kind of interesting because they've got their TV and it keeps flicking in different scenes with outside the house and inside the house. This is through onto the deck. Oh, it's a nice sized deck, not in bad shape. There is some green on it. It does need to be power washed, but it's really not too bad. And it's got a gate back down onto the garden. From the kitchen, there's actually a big pantry here, double closet. From the foyer, I'm walking straight through into what I'm going to assume is the family room. It's a step down. Hardwood floors still. Big picture window through into the rear garden and a fireplace. Also from the front foyer, it looks to me like there's a guest bedroom. This has got carpet in it, which, remember, they've got a carpet allowance for this house. And there is a full bath at the side of it. So there's the vanity, kind of a noisy extractor, and the shower. Not in bad condition. Not great, not bad. Looking back into the bedroom again, I've just actually noticed something. There isn't actually a closet in here, so while it's been used quite obviously as a bedroom, there isn't a closet. So it's not an official extra bedroom. Looking back to the front door from the stairs, there's quite a nice little area, like a little balcony over the stairs. There's a tiny little door there at the side, which is how I'm assuming you get to it. Walking up the stairs, the stairs are all wood. The carpet at the top is a little bit grubby, and it's almost like a T at the top here. That's looking back down into the foyer. So I'm going to enter into the master suite. You can see that you've got a chair rail around this small room as you come in. This is presumably like a little study area for the master, potentially a sitting area. It's a bit small really to be much of a sitting area. What you'll notice is that the carpet is not great. It's all pulled up, which is presumably why they've got some sort of carpeting allowance again. There are 2 walk-in closets. One here, and then the other side of this little corridor. And then I'm going to go into the master bedroom. And from there into the master bathroom. You've got double doors into the master bathroom here. So looking again at the double doors from the bedroom into the master bath, this is a very large bathroom. You've got a single vanity here. You've got a spa-like tub in the centre with steps. Another vanity over here. There's the shower. And around the corner is a bidet and toilet. Looking from the master bedroom, I'm coming back along the corridor into one of the bedrooms, the family bathroom, which has 2 sinks, closet, tub with a shower, and walking back past the staircase to the last 2 bedrooms. You notice none of these have got lights in the ceiling. Some of them have, but a lot of them haven't. That's bedroom 3 and bedroom 4. So my take on this house is that basically it's actually not a bad house. It needs paintwork doing to it, particularly from outside. Some of the trim is rotten, or it looks to be rotten. The paint inside is pretty plain, and it's all white. Kind of needs some colours. If you look up here, then you'll see where the tape has come away from the joint between the wall and the ceiling. You've got a crack down there. It's all cosmetic. I'm stood at the top of the basement steps. For some reason I can't get any of the lights on in this house, so that's why I've got the flashlight to come down into the basement. There is a fairly small room regarding, you know, as basements go. As soon as you walk down the bottom of the steps, a wall, and then you go straight into another fairly small room. And I believe there's a kitchen through here. So if I turn the corner, then yes, there's a small kitchen. It's almost as though this house has been set up for somebody else to have a self-contained apartment in the basement. From the kitchen, there's access through to a full bathroom. There's closets, and then in the unfinished part of the basement, which would be a little bit difficult to do anything with because these vent pipes are pretty low. It looks like there's a fair amount of storage. There's a door, and I'm going to check where that goes out to in a moment. I'm assuming it goes out through toward the garages. There's 2 furnaces, and you've got a nice amount of storage. Okay, and steps up into the 3-car garage. So you've got access from the garage into the basement and into the rest of the house. The biggest deal with this house, I think, is a slightly funky floor plan when it comes to the master bedroom. The fact it really does need redecorating. The bathrooms and kitchen are actually pretty nice. And of course the road noise from the highway. Thought would be that if you could get it between $850, $875, that would appear to be a pretty good price.